It has been a while, but I managed to create another small arcade game, but this time using the Godot game engine. The backdrop video shows the final product, which is available on itch.io, and all source code and assets that I created are available on GitHub. As many people, I've started looking at alternatives to Unity when they announced some quite unpopular changes in September 2023. And I don't want to go further into this topic, but for me personally, it was what set me off to look for some other options. Anyways, after having now spent a good amount of time with Godot, all I have to say is that I will probably continue using this engine. I really like the way the project presents itself and how it checks all the boxes, while also being free and open source. To me, it is refreshing to have direct access to the game engine development community and the underlying source code. In fact, even as a hobbyist, this has actively helped me solve some of my issues and clear up some misunderstandings. However, it is also clear that in terms of examples and documentation, the Godot space is lacking behind, especially when compared to what the Unity ecosystem has to offer. This is one of the reasons why I put my little game on GitHub, so that maybe someone else could learn from it. Knowing the basics of Unity made the switch to Godot quite smooth, but I still recommend following a course or a couple of tutorials to go over some of the differences in an organized way. My biggest gripe with the engine right now is GDScript. Granted, it is nicely integrated into the IDE and it seems very approachable for beginners. However, I regularly run into a couple of different annoyances. For example, due to the nature of being a scripting language, I found that some coding issues are not detected during the development and then later result in runtime issues during playtesting. However, I am able to live with this for now and there are some alternatives available. Looking back at my first Godot game, all I have to say is that I like what I created on a technical level, but I don't really like the gameplay. The way I implemented the movement makes controlling the spaceship and shooting asteroids quite unwieldy and not very fun to play. But since this game was more of a learning exercise than anything else, I'm still happy with the outcome. That's all I have, and I thank you for listening.